In this video, we're going to take a look at events. Events are super useful when it comes to tracking what's going on and building out some reporting funnels. So let's have a quick look at how to set up some events. In this example, what we want to do is, let's say we're going to track an action. So under step 1, you'll click on action, and then you'll choose which action. So in this case, you see this is where you can, like for example, if you don't have a payment processor connected, you can monitor purchases, cancels, refunds, etc. In this one, you see we have the option of, did they play a video, did they sign up, did they submit a form, did they download a PDF, anything like that you can set up. In this case, we're going to say, did they click, okay? And then you write a quick description, and we're just going to click step 3, create code. Now, the first thing to note is that you can switch between JavaScript and Pixel code, okay? So the Pixel code is where you basically put it wherever you want the event to fire. So what that means is that on that page, it's going to fire. When this pixel fires, the event will fire. But because we want to do a specific action, we're going to use the JavaScript code. So the first thing we're going to do is, this is our project code, okay, for this project. So this is always going to be the same. As you can see here, this is for the platform.ly one. So if I already have this in the head section on my site, on my pages, I don't need to put it again. If I don't, then I'll want to add that again. We're going to go over to the Platformly blog, and I've installed a plugin, Insert Headers and Footers. Now, if you know what you're doing, you can just add it you can edit it yourself in the customization. But in this instance, I'm just going to use a plugin, and I'm going to put it in the header as per the instructions. And once I've pasted that in there, I'm just going to click Save. And then the second part of the code, we want to copy, and this time we're going to use onClick, okay? So for this link here, when they click, give us a try here. So we're going to just put onClick. And then we save that blog post. Okay, so here's where things get interesting. We've now set up the project code on the pages in the header, and we've added a link click to the blog post that we want to track. So the way the events track is it tracks on any clicks that come through your tracking links. So the next thing we'd want to do is we want to create a tracking link that points to that blog post. So I'm just going to get the blog post here. I'm going to copy the URL. I'll just click create new link. And we're just going to choose, so this is a PLY blog link, okay? This is the target page, and then go to step 2. And then we can choose if we want to add UTM tracking parameters as well, and also what traffic sources we're going to use. So if we want to, for example, promote this in Facebook ads, we'd select those, and you'd use a set structure so that it's the same for all of them. So, okay, and then you can choose to create social links as well, and click submit. And now we have a tracking link that we can use. So let's go and let's just copy this and let's paste it into a new window. And because we've come over a tracking link, so it's also added the UTM parameters as well for our Google tracking, which I can see at the top. And because we came over a blog post, so I'm going to scroll down here. Okay, give us a try. And now we've clicked the link. So when we go back over here, let's go to events. So it's here, click the link, right? And it was last fired now at this time, so we can view that. And then what we can do is set up a funnel for this, all right? So let's see the stats here. So what we do, obviously on my profile, because I clicked it's under contacts, under history, I'll be able to see that event was fired. I clicked this link, so you'll be able to see that breakdown on all your contacts. But then the other thing is we can go for, you see here under reports and funnels, if you go here, we'll then be able to create a quick funnel. So we'll go new funnel. So then what we want to do is we're going to say, okay, visited a tracking link, and then we're going to choose the one that we set up, which was this one here, blog post clean email list. Okay, and then we'll choose the sublink. So it was this one that we used to send our list mailer. This is the one that we sent our solo mailing with, let's say. and then we click Add Step. And then the second step is visited that link. So event has been fired. Okay, event has been fired. And then we're going to choose our event. So it was this one. Clicked the call to action on the Jotform post. You can add multiple events, but we're just going to add that one, and click Save Funnel. And then View Funnel Stats. And so here we see that one event was fired, and we can go down and we can see, okay, who visited it, from which referrer, and when it was triggered. And as you can see here, you can come through and you can actually change these. So remember, we set up the traffic source as email before. So when I select that, it's going to show email. And so you can go through in your links. Let's go back. You see here, and you can just click New Traffic Link, and you can change the traffic source, traffic type, medium, and ad identifier. You can create new ones. And then, so let's say that you're, running different Facebook ads. You use a different one for the Facebook ads. So these would be different. So that would say Facebook, that would be, whatever type and wherever. And let's say, so the way I do it is I say Facebook, and then I say paid social, and then wherever I'm running it, and then the ad identifier code, so that I can know exactly which ad is producing which clicks and which conversions, etc. And let's say that you're using different sources, like you might be using promotions on different blogs or different JV partners or things like that. You could give them unique links so that you can see their conversion stats, etc. And you can track any sort of event. So from a visitor who comes from one of the tracking links that you've created, when they visit the site, even if they don't opt in or anything like that, we store all the data on them. Okay, so that was just a walkthrough on how you can go about setting up tracking links and events in your business. Pretty much whatever you can conceive, you can achieve with them. It's a full tracking solution.